looking. He's going to heave one deep down the field. It's going to be to the goal line. It's going to be gone. It's a touchdown. And the Gators have won this.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of High Top Sports. It's good to be here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. Steven, Chad, what's pumping, big dog? Welcome, baby, to the stream, boys. I'm fired up. It's week 2. Let's get it. The bloody piss missiles are here. The boys are dialed in. We're dialed in. Let's have a phenomenal show, boys and girls, okay? Let's lock and load. Click in your seatbelts. It's gonna be a good one. We're gonna go over some recruiting news because I didn't think this would be a thing. But recruiting is just it's churning and burning. So we gotta talk about it. When the depth chart was released, not much has changed, but we're gonna acknowledge it. We're gonna talk about it a little bit. And then, I don't know if you guys have heard or not, but we're playing the old boys over yonder in Kentucky, little bluegrass state. Florida versus Kentucky. We're going to give you guys a little juice, a little preview. We have moved on from Utah, okay? Good riddance with those fellas. And then we're going to get some college pick'ems because that's what we do here. We're going to give you guys our record, kind of go over that. It's going to be a great show. Sit tight, sit back, relax. We're going to cut them puppies loose. Let's have a good time. Thank you guys for showing out tonight. And then I almost forgot. We're doing a giveaway. We are doing a giveaway at the end of the show. So stay tuned. We are doing a giveaway for our members. That giveaway being 2 Gator tickets. With food and beverage for our members. So you have time to become part of that. When you guys can become a member, links in the description. It's going to be a banger. But before we get into any of that jizzy juice, let me read something here from you guys from one of our members, Mike Litteris. Big fan. Love this guy to death. He had a little bit of a moment in the chat before the show even started, and I feel like we would be doing a disservice if I didn't read this for you guys. I would be failing as a host, as a podcast co-host with Steve here, that if I didn't read this, okay? I love High Top Sports more than my own self. High Tops is the best. Sheldon and Holly are the perfect pair when it comes to giving the most in Florida football. If I had to choose High Top Sports in death or life, it would be death. I need High Top Sports. There is a passage in the Bible that states, Thy shall turn to High Top for guidance, and the ever so worthy shall receive. If I had to choose a gender, I think it would be High Top. Actually, it would be High Top. I've been thinking of having kids. Me and my girl decided if it's a boy, to name it High Top. If it's a girl, to name her Shawley. Love it. Great name. I believe when MLK said he had a dream, he meant to include the High Top Sports would be available every Sunday and Wednesday live at 8:35 on Wednesdays. I added that part there.
Preach.
I've made 6 accounts, and I've subscribed on all of them. I stream it live on my phone, my TV, my PC, my tablet. I set them all about 1 minute apart so I can get more High Top. I was saving a man's life the other day while I was applying a turquoise. I'm saying that wrong. I know I am. I could hear in the distance, oh my! I immediately stopped what I was doing to tune into High Top. Unfortunately, the man had passed. When he was in heaven, he told God that he was happy to hear, oh my! As the last thing he ever heard. I can't make this stuff up. This is how incredible you guys are as a fan base. I love you guys to death. You guys are incredible. Thank you, Litteris, for your kind words. You're incredible.
I would put your poetry book as like a coffee table book in my living room, Litteris.
I mean, dude,
and that's not even mentioning your GIF game in the Discord.
I love it. Also, too, I got tweeted out a few times to add a new sound to the soundboard, and I had to give it to you guys. So here we go. Buckle up.
How about them Gators?
Let's go, baby. Tell me that doesn't make me want to run through a wall, baby. Let's buckle it in, boys and girls. Woo! Fired up, baby.
Scared money don't make money.
Fired up. All right, before we get into the show, you know what we always do? We show some love to the chat. Let's say hey to everybody if I miss you. I apologize.
They're hot already, baby. Let's go.
You guys are already hot. What's up, Mike? Anytime, big homies. Johnny, welcome to the stream, big dog. Adrian, how we doing? Casual Carolina fishing. Love it. How you doing, man? Alex Compton. Dude, Billy is Focus Q. Love it. Chris Sorley, the guy, met him Saturday. What's going on, big dog? Travis. Shout out to Travis Everett. He created that little intro that you guys saw. Q Lee, what's going on, man? How we doing? Alex. Andrew, how's baby Link doing, man? Good to see you. Daniel D. What's up, baby? Caitlin, how you doing, baby? Muddy Waters, ready for the UK game. Can't stand this whole week. Utah and Georgia fans have been saying Utah was garbage. We'll get into that, all Muddy. No worries. J Money the Last, Justice Williams, go Gators. Carson, what's going on, man? How we doing? Connor, Q Lee, let's go Mets. How we doing, big dog? Coach 1X, go Gators. Dominic, what's going on, big dog? How are you, man? Let me see here. Mr. Nobody, what's up, big dogs? Paul Hewitt.
Always.
How we doing, baby? Welcome to the stream, man. Gators versus anybody with the piss missiles, eh? I love it. I love it. Kid's a dog. Mama, how we doing? Josh, what's going on, Balg? There it is. I think that's all we got. Ed DePriest, as always. Love it. Shelton Ejul, same name as me. I love it. Great name, bud. Great name. And Jessica Beach subscribed. Guys, boys and girls, show's already off to a banger. I love it. Good to see you guys here. Let's Ted C. What's up, big dog? How you doing, Bubba? Welcome to the stream. Let's get right into it, boys and girls. Let's get into recruiting. Things are fired up here. First thing first, Steve, your boy over here from FSU. How are we feeling about the flip here, Steve? He went last weekend, the offensive lineman, Kearney. He went last weekend to Florida against Utah. He's coming back for a second week. 247 is looking at like it's a possible flip. You told me, though, he tweeted out today. What did he tweet, Steve? Give me the 411 on that.
Said, I'm enjoying the process. Still a null. Hashtag still a null. Look, I coming back 2 weeks in a row, especially after that week one environment. And then, being back in Gainesville, I can almost foresee this being a flip, which would be a massive hit for FSU. That's one of the areas that we've really got to focus on building is the offensive line. We've obviously got Lucas Simmons, who we went head to head with Florida on. But yeah, that would be a huge flip for both schools. It would hurt FSU and greatly benefit Florida if you guys are able to actually make that happen. And it looks like it's going to.
O-line is thin. We've talked about that multiple times. 6'4", 300 pounds as number 5 interior offensive lineman, the 61th player overall. That would be huge for Florida to land that. That would make us move up quite tremendously, if I did say so myself. I know John Walker, who committed to UCF earlier on this year, he's looking to have a visit set for Florida too. That game, week one, we talked about that. What would the impact be? And I've already gone over it. I don't want to break it down too much. Guys, check out the old videos if you want to know kind of what we said on it. But what I am looking at is, look, the O-line looked really good. And it was good to see because we've been struggling on recruiting on that. But this seemed like a situation where it's like, look, we're not going to talk anymore. We're just going to let the action show. And that was one of those cases where the O-line looked phenomenal. That was the most exciting part, I think, the thing that I was excited about, because the other stuff you can kind of work out and get better at. The O-line, if there isn't a nice security blanket there, I feel like there's a struggle. Ben Smith that became a member. Let's go, baby. Welcome, Ben Smith. Thank you for becoming a member, man.
What's up,
appreciate you. We'll add you to the list here. But yeah, so it's good to see that the O-line is starting to get a little bit thicker. I am excited to see that. So anything on that, Steve?
No, look, I mean, I think last year you didn't have a coach that put your quarterback in the best position with the O-line that you had. Watching that game, it just looked like, even though the offensive line may not be the most talented, you weren't asking them to make these pulling guards. You weren't asking them to make these wide tackle zone, blocks on outside guys. It left them in a position of strength and not left anybody on an island. So I think as an offense, even if you've got strengths and weaknesses in certain parts, I think Billy did a great job of making maybe a weakness on the team at least enough to sustain you through the game. And look, they played a great game. They gave Richardson the time that he needed when they needed it. They also opened up lanes for him to make plays with his feet. So I think that's a huge testament to Billy, and being able to take a unit that could be a part of the team that makes you struggle and put them in a position where it's a strength almost.
Absolutely.
Now, look, you're not going to go out and road great and just plow Georgia down or Alabama, but if you can keep them efficient as a unit and not put them in bad positions, I think that's as important as the overall talent as well.
Absolutely. And we also have Keon Keeley. So there's two ways of looking at this. I was reading about it to see what people thought on this. 5-star Keon Keeley, who just visited Ohio State. And I talked about the Ohio State visit, with it being just a star-studded event with all the people that were there. He has changed his official visit this weekend to a non-official visit. I saw both sides. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? I want to get your take, Steve. I want to hear what you have to say. You've been in the game for a long time. You've seen this. you've seen these things unfold. You've got a little more knowledge than I do in this. I want to hear what you say before I give my take, and maybe your insight might help me a little bit. But I'll pass it to you, and then I'll take the buck from there.
Sure. Look, I mean, you only get one, right? You only get one official visit, and if it will to each schools, right? So if this kid is looking at Ohio State, he's looking at Notre Dame. I think there's a couple other schools up north that he was considering after his move from Penn State. But look, to change a visit from an official to an unofficial.
Keon's from Notre Dame. Continue.
But changing that up is leaving you available to make one of your 5 official visits to another school. So there's
or to us, it could be another one.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And to that point is it leaves him open to be a little bit more flexible with what schools he's going to choose, because you only get a handful of officials. And once you've got your one to each school, that's it. So it's certainly a little bit of a card game for the recruit to have to be selective on which ones he wants to go. But that's it. Look, it's certainly something to say that he's switching things up from an Ohio State official to an unofficial.
So it's good for Ohio State, you're thinking?
No, I think it's showing that he's going to leave some more options open down the road. I mean, he may not even want to make that official visit to Ohio State anymore. He may replace that with another.
I think his past one was. But look, so I saw that it was good because, look, he's coming for an unofficial visit, which we know for an unofficial, the recruit pays their way. They take care of everything. So if he's coming down on an unofficial visit, that's taken a lot from him to do that, right?
Sure.
So that's the positive in me is like, look, if he does this plus an official, that's huge. He wants to visit us twice. He wants to get two total different experiences from us. So I saw some people are like, oh, he doesn't care as much anymore to get the full treatment. He's just going to take a ride down there. But again, that's coming out of his pocket, technically, for him to come do that. So look, they could be saving it for a rainy day on when that visit could be. But for now, I think it's a good news if news comes out that, hey, he's changing that official visit. I think there's some guys that are going to be Kermani McLean, who we've talked about too, who's crystal ball to Florida. I did see where he is going to be moving his commitment to a later date. And Johnny Moore just became a member. Welcome, my man. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for becoming a member. Earn your wings, becoming a pigskin, baby.
Appreciate it, baby.
Welcome to the family. We're going to be adding your name to the giveaway for the tickets. So good job on that one, big dog. But yeah, exciting stuff there. So we'll see. Again, the recruiting news is hot. DJ Lagway, he is coming back for a second visit. He wants to bring his family, which is huge. He was there Sunday, 2024, elite quarterback. The guy who plays baseball and football, will be an absolute stud. Bryce Thornton, 4-star safety. He's setting another visit to come to Gainesville as well. 2025 quarterback Colin Hurley, he was there this past weekend, had a great time. So look, things are looking really good from a recruiting perspective. We talked about what it could be from this game, from this Utah game, what it could result in, and it looks really good. The other factor is Cedric Baxter. Things are playing a factor that he's looking Florida could be a flip. Richard Young was there too. I have a tweet from, I want to say it was Trayon. It was Trayon. Let me see here. He tweeted eyes because Cedric Baxter and Trayon will be a hard combo. And Trayon hit it with the eyes like, what's up with it? Now, Trayon, we know Trayon be with the Crypto Treeks every day, all day. So who knows what that means. But look, I love that he's recruiting another running back. Look, I know I need another stud here too. It's not going to just be me. So, but all those are good things. Love seeing all those things there.
Yeah, he's been one of your, short of Billy in the staff, I think he's been probably one of your biggest recruiters for quite some time in trying to get kids in there. And you got to love that kind of thing. I remember Derwin James when he was committed to Florida State, already had a tattoo of the Florida State spear on his arm. And having that guy, just going out there and week in, week out, being a part of the recruits, talking to him online, social media, being in, official visits, unofficial visits, but always being around him, it made a huge impact on some of the classes. I think 2 classes that Jimbo was able to bring in, he attributed, directly to Derwin being able to get in these kids' ears. So having somebody like that, really pitching the school on the student level and in the student athlete level, behind, intentionally doing it without being pushed to do it. Those kids, it resonates with them.
Absolutely. I think the kids, and we talked to Trayon too, kind of what's his recruiting tactics this past weekend. And it's just, again, I think having somebody that's that committed and that bought into the program helps with getting these kids in, and it seems that everybody's starting to buy in too. Real quick, super chat from James Lyons says, like to donate to the FSU program for making Brian Kelly look silly. Hopefully that money will help with a new play on the goal line. Well said. Well said. That was a great weekend. That was a great game for you, Steve.
That was something. Look, I don't hate the call. We've run that same play a couple of times.
I hated it. Why toss the ball in the air?
Yeah, it's just it's awkward. It's awkward. But look, James, I appreciate that. And look, I think we all want to see Brian Kelly look as bad as possible. The guy is just a constant asshole. Like, he's just the loudest guy on the field, screaming at refs, screaming at players, screaming at his own coaches. And you're just inept most of the time, dude. Like, shut up.
For sure. Michael Reiser says, how do you become a member? Links in the description. There's a link that says join. You can click join, become a member. We're doing a giveaway for our members tonight for 2 Gator tickets. So if you join, I'll add you to the duck race. We'll get into that here shortly, and then
if you've ever been a part of a duck race on this channel,
it is
certainly
you thought this weekend was
crazy.
Ahead
and hop in. Woo,
yeah.
Boy.
Jessica B says, I love all the buzz around recruiting again. Absolutely, we do too. It's look, I didn't expect to talk about much recruiting, but there's good news. It's all good news. It's all the buzz is here, and we're here for it. We're going to talk about it. Before we go on to the next topic, which is the depth chart, I do want to show some love here for one of our members, Cody Sprague. His son's an absolute beast, future 5-star. He sent me this video of his son just eating these kids up. His number is 42. And I'm going to leave it at that and let you guys figure out the rest here, okay? He is on defense. I want to say it's one of these little guys right here. I don't know how they're allowing this kid on the field. Look at this. Just blowing through the middle and just taking down the little kids. The kids never stood a chance. Yeah, he's right here. Look at this. Straight through the gut. Bam! I mean,
you're done, son.
Yeah, you guys want to talk about highlights, okay? Look, that's what we're here for.
You're done, son.
You're done. The poor boy never stood a chance. Bubs is a stud. So I wanted to give up.
Man, we get weekly updates on Bub's stats, and we always love it.
Future Gator right there, boys and girls.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Saban wasn't landing a helicopter on the field to go ahead and make an official offer right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Logan, Joshua, you guys are asking to become members. Again, links in the description. Appreciate you guys wanting to become part of the family. We absolutely love it. You guys are incredible. Pimpin' Party, dude, your community should be called the Piss Missiles. You know, we could make a change. I wouldn't be opposed to making a change to the Piss Missiles. We've got shirts on the way. I'm working on the design now with our design guy. I'm pretty pumped about it. So that's gonna be a fun time.
I think an official change on the Discord chat. It's high top on the way in, but the chat itself, the Piss Missiles.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here.
We got a little love for my button. What's up, guys? I appreciate that. Dominic, Muddy.
What are they saying?
They want my button. Hit my button.
All right.
We'll give Alex for FSU. Fight, baby, fight.
There it is. Papa Stokes becoming a member, boys and girls.
Look at him.
He's trying to get them Gator tickets, baby. Let's get it. I love it. James Lyons, Piss Missile. All right, boys, let's move on to the depth chart here really quick. Let's go over this. Not much has changed, but we do have some exciting news. I will say I'm pumped about this here to see this for our boy. I'm going to pull it up here for just a quick second. Exciting news on the depth chart. Look at here, boys. We see that down there? We see that right there?
Oh, boy.
Lorenzo.
Number 21.
There it is. It looks like the hard work is paying off. Look, hopefully he gets a few reps. That's all we want. I think he wants an opportunity to shine. One thing I will say, I'm surprised to see Naquan still in the top spot. That's a little surprising to me. I felt like Montreal and Trevor really kind of catapulted themselves into those top 2 slots. But again, I'm not the coach. Look, at this point, in Billy, we believe. So I'm not going to critique it too much. Even though Naquan was number 1 last week, he really didn't get the ball that much, honestly. So we'll see how that goes. But he didn't look like the best back, in my opinion. So. What's your thoughts on that, Stevie?
Well, I mean, I think nobody can look at that game and say that you weren't really surprised by what Trevor did. I don't think anybody expected him to come out and have that type of an introduction game for you guys. But yeah, look, I felt like Montreal played the better game. Trevor, obviously, he was extremely situational, but the situations that they got the ball in his hands, he did a lot with it. But look, Billy hasn't shown that he's been wrong in this regard so far. It's one game, but look, they're going to rotate those guys out. It doesn't matter if it's 1A, 1B, 1C. They're all going to be ones in the right position because he's going to put these guys situational football and find the plays that really highlights each one of their strengths. I do like to see that Lorenzo is 6 foot 209. That's a good size.
Yeah, he's
for
a
him
bigger,
to be as fast as he is. Yep.
Yeah. No, look, I'm happy to see him on the depth chart, and Muddy said this too. Put him at kick return. I'm surprised he's not there. I think he would be a threat back there and be more versatile. And again, just let him flex his speed a little bit, and maybe he will. Maybe we don't see him on there, but maybe Coach throws him a bone and allows him to go out there. I see here in the chat, too, somebody said Desmond Watson. Johnny says Watson's down to 415 now. I think he's only going to get better with time. The guy's that's a big boy, 6'5", 415. So hopefully we see him kind of thin up a little bit and get a little better. Justice Boone's still there. Nothing much has really changed outside of from past week except the addition to Lorenzo at quarterback. Oh, it's Anthony. Kind of shocked there. Didn't see that one coming. But look, nothing crazy, but it's good to see that it's out and that we're getting ready for Kentucky. Kentucky's came out on Monday, I believe, and it looked thin, my boys. It looked thin. There it is. Logan became a member. Let's go, baby. The members are climbing tonight. You guys are incredible. I love it. We're going to add Logan to the pig race and Papa Stokes as well. Let's go, big boys.
The pig race.
The duck race, excuse me.
Duck race.
Pigskins.
But you got to look. You got to be a pigskin to be in the duck race. It's
a lot of animals. A lot of animals going on. Tim Lombardi says, "Congrats, Holly. I was rooting for you the whole game." What's up, Tim? Thank you for I'm sure Steve appreciates the love. Yeah, I think Wright. I mean, Wright to me at this moment. I know everyone was high on him, but he didn't really sell me on being the best back this past weekend. I'm not sold on the guy. So
I did love this kid Desmond Watson.
He did. That's true.
Look, he didn't have to make a ton of plays. Like if you go and you look at the box score, he's not going to be the guy that's going to get the sacks. He's not going to be the guy that's going to get the tackles for loss. But he clogs up so much space in the middle of the line that they have to run around him. You just can't run at that guy. So you're obviously going to have to hit the B gaps. You're going to have to hit the C gaps, which are going to open up your linebackers. Luckily you guys don't have any of those guys that can fly around the ball. But that's just going to leave those guys open to make plays by just allowing that guy to be a space eater right there in the middle. So that's a big boy. That's a 400-pound. I mean, I'm trying to think of who he even reminds me of.
Reminds you of Desmond Watson. That's who he reminds you of.
Desmond Watson reminds me of Desmond Watson.
Ted C makes a good point. He says, what's promising is all the sophomore and freshmen on the chart. Good future. I couldn't agree more. I think that's going to be something that's huge. Again, that speaks volumes to the recruiting, one. But two, look, if we can stay healthy and have the success that we're having with this young team, the future looks really bright. And that's what's going to make us be able to look like Georgia did on Saturday, right? Is starting them young and building from the bottom up for sure. So I couldn't agree more, Ted C, that it looks good to have those young guys in there and doing well, right? Not just in there, but actually performing and doing a great job. So, all right, boys and girls, let's get right into it. Let's get what we're here for. Let's break it down. It's Hate Kentucky week. Now, before we get into the Hate Kentucky week, a couple of things. One, I do want to say that Utah, I was very, very rough this past weekend. The Twitter fingers were very lively over Saturday. Look, I'm not going to say there was something that was influencing or not influencing that. And Connor has become a member. Welcome. Thank you, Connor. Connor just became a member. That's another Connor to the family. Let's go, baby. But look, I said some harsh words, and I think part of it was because there was a lot of flack coming towards me. But Utah had a great time apparently. There was a lot of feedback that Utah enjoyed their time here in Florida, in Gainesville, and I said my apologies. I tweeted out to one of the Utah accounts and said, "Look, I apologize for a few of my tweets, not all of them, but a few." But Kentucky, I have no remorse for. I'm here to hate on them as much as I possibly can. These guys suck. And we're going to get into the pick'ems, but I want to do this really quick because we are favored right now against Kentucky by 5. I think that's a shoe-in, and I think if you're anybody who knows anybody, to take that bet. I love that bet any day of the week. And winning season has officially returned with the NFL and college football, and there are plenty of opportunities to win at MyBookie. Okay, whether you're a seasoned bettor or a first-time bettor, MyBookie gets you the most for your money with a double deposit bonus up to $1,000. To claim your bonus, sign up and use the promo code HIGHTOP on your first deposit, and you'll instantly double your money with MyBookie. It's simple. A $250 deposit puts $500 into your account, and you can use your funds to bet on as many individual games, contests, or props as you want. Bet on team win totals, predict the Super Bowl winner, or use the MyBookie prop builder to give yourself the edge you need to secure the bag. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Now, quick little plug there for the boys. Guys, check that out. Use the code HIGHTOP to double your deposit and put that money on the Gators, because I think the 5, and we're going to get into the pick'ems here eventually, is an absolute shoo-in, in my opinion.
That's to say the least, and we'll chat about it here in a minute. But my gosh, 5 points. It's almost like, I don't know.
So,
we'll talk about it.
Yeah, let's break this down here. Put in 50 and up to 200 after week 1. MyBookie is the best. Let's go, Gator Gang. Love to hear that. Let's go get some cheddar. Let's go get some more cheddar for the boys. So we did some digging. I watched some film. We'll film, the highlights from Kentucky. Look, kind of broke some things down. Few things that I'm concerned about Kentucky. Few things that I'm not. Few things that I'm concerned about is Will Levis is still Will Levis. I think the guy can throw. His QBR for week 1 was trash, which was like 49.2 or something like that. And I mentioned that too a few weeks ago, that his QBR hasn't been the greatest. The hype that we keep hearing is a little, it's strange. Miami, Ohio's quarterback, Ohio of Miami, had a higher QBR this past weekend. Now, the one thing I will say about Will is that his O-line is utter garbage, okay? If you take a dumpster and you put it on fire, I would still take the dumpster fire over the Kentucky's O-line because of how bad their O-line is. So
at least the dumpster fire would get in the way, I mean,
they
got to run around the dumpster.
They'll block a few, right? So that's part of his failure on the field at the moment. The guy can sling a football, and he's got the guy Tavian Robinson, who reminded me of like a Percy. Look, I'm not comparing him to Percy, but reminding me of a Percy or a Kadarius Toney, where it's like, look, they're an athlete. They're gonna make a play. They're gonna make it happen once they catch the ball. Because a lot of his plays were yards after his yards after catch were insane. The guy would catch a little bubble screen and just take it down the field. He was explosive. That's gonna be something that concerns me. That concerns me because we didn't see a lot of work from the cornerbacks and DBs against Utah because they were just feeding their tight ends. So we don't know how those guys are going to react, right, on those bubble screens. We did see a few. We wrapped it up fairly well. Somebody mentioned in the comments that Rashard Torrance didn't tackle well. He wasn't tackling at his finest, I will say that. So that's what concerns me, is that Will can throw the ball. Outside of his QBR not being the greatest, outside of his interception, and his interception, I did see the interception, to me, was one that it's like, look, it was a lazy pass. It was off his back of his foot. It was quick. It was him being lazy. Does him playing Miami, Ohio have a reason for that? Him just kind of being lazy and just tossing it out there? Because it was one of those plays where the cornerback kind of set back and bit and was able to pick it off. But he can't throw the football. The guy's comfortable in the pocket. He can hit his passes. And I didn't feel like Cam Rising was that guy. He can definitely dump it off to his tight ends, but he wasn't throwing zips or darts to the wide receivers, and that's where Will could really eat us up. Again, the O-line is trash. They're thin at running back. I know we got flack on this from the Utah. They are actually thin at running back. Their running back that is going to be playing this weekend, we haven't seen much of. Now, if you're a Kentucky fan, how we were last week, there's a positive in that. We don't know what to expect with that guy. We haven't seen him, so we don't know what he can or cannot do. We're like, they're thin, he's young, but what if he's the next coming of Jesus? Then none of that matters anyways, right? Again, the O-line is going to be a factor for them. Their defense, I mean, Miami, Ohio kind of gave it a little bit of a run. They really did, and they were kind of moving the ball for a little bit. The other thing I want to talk about too is last year we lost to Kentucky. Everyone remembers that. It was in Kentucky. We lost 13-20. If you pull up those stats, I have the stats here, just because it's very frustrating. If you look at the stats from last year, we won in everything. We won in total yards from 382 to 224. Same amount of turnovers. We had more first downs, 21-13, which is ironic because that was the score. Possession, we had 36 minutes to 23 minutes. There's no reason we should have lost this game. Rushing yards, our number one rushing was Emory Jones, which obviously is an issue in itself with 63 yards. Rodriguez was their number one guy who's not playing this week. So Will Levis was 7 for 17 for 87 yards, an interception, and a touchdown. I mean,
we're worried about this guy going in.
I'm not. And look, I'm not trying to get too ahead of ourselves, right? Because, and and I'm going to let you go, Steve. I know I'm kind of on a rambler right now.
It's
but
your team, baby.
There's something that I talked about too on Monday, and Billy talked about it today in his press conference of this is pressure, right? And he goes, I love pressure because what I take with pressure, I turn it turns to an opportunity for me. So this is an opportunity for us to step up because here's the problem. Last week we were the underdogs, we had the chip on our shoulders, and everybody doubted us. This week we're supposed to come in and railroad these guys, essentially, right? I mean, Kentucky is now us. They're thin at running back. They looked like crap against week 1. And they didn't move a slot while we jumped up, 20-plus spots in the ranking. And so now Kentucky's coming in feeling disrespected because they're projected to go 11-1 this year. So that's going to be something that's going to be interesting to see how Billy manages that relationship. How does he manage from 1 week being the underdogs and the chip on the shoulder to now you're supposed to be the man. You're supposed to be the Heisman winner, right? Future Heisman winner, future, possibly SEC East competitors now. All within a matter of a week. How do you manage that change? That's what's going to be fun to see from the Billy perspective against Kentucky. Go ahead, Steve.
No, and real fast to that point, that is one of the hardest things for any head coach to do is to keep the team engaged at a high level, regardless of the competition across from you. Now, look, this is conference play for you guys, so it's not a situation where they're just going to completely check out. But you do feel like you've got a significant athletic advantage here. So, but that's what the great coaches do. The great coaches keep the team playing at a high level, regardless of what helmet is on the other team week after week after week. But I don't doubt that Billy can do that. Look, this is still really new for Billy, right? I'm not new for Billy, but it's new for the players. It's new for him as the coach. It's new for the fans. I don't think there's going to be a drop off. They're going to keep that momentum very high, regardless of whether or not Kentucky has the athletes on the field with you guys. But a couple things, just kind of to your point. Look, Levis is Levis. I think he's going to make some plays. I don't think that Levis is going to be in the position to be as efficient as maybe Cam Rising was last week. The way that they use that 2 tight end set is really impressive to get the ball out of his hands and to keep the offense efficient and ahead of the sticks. And I think Will Levis is going to have a really hard time with your pass rush. Taven Robinson, a great wide receiver, athletic. I want to say he's from IMG Academy, senior, so he's got a lot of experience. But here's where things are going to get pretty ugly for the Wildcats. So one, it's in Gainesville. That's going to be a big part of it too, because that momentum is going to stay high with the crowd around it as well.
Just sold out, by the way.
I don't doubt that in the least. But look, they've got a linebacker in Jordan Wright, who is a huge question mark on whether he can even get on the field. Their other linebacker, Trevin Wallace, they're saying is going to be ready to play, but he's also been pretty dinged up. And so you're down 2 starting linebackers, if I'm not mistaken, against a team that has 4 running backs coming in on the depth chart, which may very well be why there's 4 running backs on the depth chart now, because they don't have any linebackers. And then you got to figure out how you're going to cover Anthony Richardson with your backups, right? So that's not the easiest thing. And then, what does a team that doesn't have the athletic prowess of their opponent do? They typically rely on the running game, but they can't do that. Ramon Jefferson tore his ACL. He was going to be one of their more senior tenured players. Chris Rodriguez hasn't played a down since he got popped for a DUI. And then the guy that you mentioned, their younger guy who's going to be plug and play right now because they're down 2 running backs, Jatwan McClain, if I'm not mistaken, he left the game early against Miami of Ohio, and they haven't really announced what his playing status is going to be.
Kawavius Smoke is the guy that's going to be the running back, as from my understanding, on Saturday.
But that's just a lot of depth to lose at running back,
for sure.
And then ask a quarterback.
Look, Will threw for 300 yards, so I mean, the guy can sling it. So I think they're gonna. I mean, I'm not. That's working my concern. It looks like we have a Kentucky fan in here, Justice Henderson. Kind of talking a little jazz here. Says, you realize Kentucky has better tight ends than Utah, right? But you also realize that their offensive lineman, again, is a dumpster fire, right? You realize that too. And they looked pitiful against Miami of Ohio. I'm not here to roast Kentucky. I'm here to give you like a genuine, response to this. And Aaron, welcome. Way to become a member. Perfect timing, baby. Let's go. But look, Kentucky's supposed to be 11-1. They didn't look like an 11-1 football team on Saturday. And you look, there, you have some reason to say that Florida is overreacting a little bit. As Florida fans, that's what we do, big dog. Buckle it in. We're going to get buck nasty when we get a big W. We heard all year long how Florida's going to suck and that Utah was going to roll us. We get a W. We may not be handling ourselves as one should. We might be a little over the top. Look, us being ranked 12th, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. It's exciting, but I don't give a shit. It means nothing. I know that it means nothing. I would prefer to stay unranked because that's just another chip that we can put on the shoulder I get to eat later on, okay? The rankings mean nothing. All that matters is if we make it to the SEC championship and win that B, we're going to the Natty. Or going to the playoffs. So I don't care about rankings. I really don't. Like, it's fun to see it. For the fact that we're ranked 12th shows how much of a disaster the ranking system is. It's a joke. It really is. For us to say that it's not, even as Florida fans, would be crazy. And the membership is just a rolling, my boys. Justin there. I gotta add them too to the giveaway here. Aaron and Justin. I love it. Thank you guys for
Aaron and Justin. Yep.
For becoming members.
Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome to the family. Make sure that you guys, if you're a member, make sure that you guys jump on the Discord. We've got
links in the link.
Chat.
People are having issues with it, and I'm gonna resend the link in the membership. I'll send it tonight so you guys can join. But yeah, I don't look. Dumpster fire is a stretch. 5 guys are starting their first games. Okay, well, I mean that's part of it. Look, they didn't look great. I mean, Will got sacked like 5 or 6 times against Miami of Ohio. Anthony got sacked 0 times against Utah. Now we didn't get any sacks either. So let's not get it twisted. But for the fact that you're coming into the swamp after you're supposed to be 11-1 and Florida's favored by 5, that's to speak a little bit of volumes there.
I think that was the game plan though with Rising is they didn't want to completely come after the kid because it one blown blitz or if somebody gets out of a lane, the kid's got the ability to take off with his feet. I think that was the entire design was to keep everybody in front of him and make the kid have to use his arm to beat you.
He says they're hanging. Justin says hanging 90 on you bitches. Justin, if you do, I want to see you back in here. If you don't, I want to see you back in here. Okay? I don't want you in here barking on a Wednesday afternoon and not see you later on because Utah fans, I saved the receipts. Now, Utah fans were much more classier because at least they subscribed and became, part of the family and enjoyed what we were talking about. And they roasted. I don't mind you talking your smack, but just be prepared. Like, I better see you come Sunday morning. And hey, good or bad, I want to see you. All right? I want to see you in here. We take all the heat. All right? Look, I think it's going to be a good game. Utah didn't impress me. Utah's supposed to be 11-1. All I'm saying is they didn't look like an 11-1 football team. What I'm looking at from last year to this year, they're supposed to be better. Last year, they didn't steamroll us last year. They shouldn't have won last year. Oops, I hit my hands get a little excited there.
Florida, you just canceled yourself.
Yeah, Florida should have won that game last year. It blows my mind that we lost that game. But we got real quick here. We got some love from my boy Chris Sorta. Let's go, big dog. What did he say here?
There it is.
What the fuck is super chat? Florida's secondary can lock down Kentucky's wide receiver, and no Utah tight ends are. Oh, that is true. Utah's tight ends are way better. So Papa, piss off, eh? Papa, piss off. Yeah, to say that your tight ends are better than Utah's is just that's blasphemy. Okay, like that's insanity. I'm not saying that Utah's tight ends aren't good. I'm not trying to say that, Kentucky's. But Utah tight ends, those guys are going to be number 1 draft picks in fantasy next year, without a shadow of a doubt. Those guys are freak of natures. I would love to have them on our football team. Now they're not Georgia's tight end by any stretch of the imagination, but they are good.
OG Walker, yes, that is the staple of the cast on Wednesday as a Bud Light.
You got a few shots you got to do for the boys for becoming members.
I'm doing them every time. Oh, it's shots. Oh gosh, I've been knocking back one of these every time somebody hops on.
Justin subscribed. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate it. Kentucky fan. We're a happy family here. All right, we love to talk smack. I think a healthy smack talking is good. So I bring it on. We encourage it. As you can see, Daniel Riviera is a big Georgia fan. Part of why I like doing these videos is because hopefully we expand the family and have you guys come in and give us your 2 thoughts. I expect to see you on Sunday, win or lose, to give us either Jazz or take the Jazz. That's how we do it here, okay? Humility at its finest, boys and girls. But we promise you guys, we all know who saw the video from Saturday. We get buck nasty if we win. I'm not claiming that we're not obnoxious assholes when the Gators win. I'm not saying that at all. We 100% are. Now, I'll acknowledge it a few days later that I could have probably acted a little bit better, but at the time, you're going to have to just get what you're going to get. All right? That is what it is. Anybody who's brand new here, welcome to the stream. Make sure you guys drop a like. Also, subscribe. And if you want to become a member, we are doing a giveaway for 2 Gator tickets this afternoon at the end of the show. So make sure you guys join there. The link's in the description. And real quick, I do want to say a quick little thing here. We're over 300 people in the chat, which is really incredible. Steve and I have been doing this just for a little bit over a year, and it's really cool to see how far we have come. I remember when the first time that we went live, I think there was like 10 people in the chat, 8 of those being probably our wives, moms, and close friends, and probably our own phones were pulled up. And I remember when we hit 20, we were ecstatic. I remember hopping off the cast, just flexing, screaming, and yelling, fired up, going, "Oh my!" A few chats later, we hit 50. We lost our shit. And now we have an incredible family. We have members, over almost 70 members in here. We hit over 600, not just the other day on Sunday, and now we consistently hit over 300. The love and support from all of you guys has been unmatched and unreal. It really has. I mean, you guys have supported everything that we've done, everything we've put out. Your honesty, your roasting has been incredible. And look, we're not saying this because it's over. It's not like this is a walk-off speech or anything like that, but simply to say we're just getting fucking started, boys. So buckle it in.
Let's go, baby.
The content is only going to get more incredible from here. We're going to fire it the fuck up and do as much as we possibly can to pump out the coolest, funnest shit that you guys have seen to make sure that you guys are subscribing. The button is worth it. All right? So I just wanted to say that because you guys are incredible, and I don't know how else to say thank you enough because it's been really cool for us.
Absolutely. We said it from early on, if we do, all we want to do is just build this little stupid family where we can talk about sports, we can talk about football, we can give each other a hard time, we can make jokes, we can just be one another with everybody that wants to be a part of it with us. And it's been an absolute amazing ride so far. Some of the folks that we chat with off the cast are absolutely hilarious. At the end of the day, man, like this has been an amazing year and a half. And look, we're past talking time. It's football season. We are so pumped
it's
to have everybody here with us.
Showtime, baby. And we just got another member, Garrett Bula. Way to earn your wings, Garrett. Let's go, baby. Got to add you to the. What's cool here too? We do a duck race. We've been doing a duck race since the beginning. The duck race allows only 100 people, and we just got another member. Oh, that's Andrew. I think that's his second. It's his reunion. It's his 2-month anniversary. You're easy, Steve. Easy. Real quick though, Pimpin' Patty says if you need a Discord manager, I have one. Pimpin' Patty, email me please because I do need one. I'm not the best with it. Email me at hightopsports2@gmail please .com. Let's go to the chat really quick. Let's see what you guys are saying about beating Kentucky. Gator Gang, Kentucky has beat us in like 40 years. Fuck your kitty cat.
That's true. That's true.
Baseball, cool. Florida clapping Kentucky. Look, I do want to say, I mean, we like Florida fans. We went from a really low to a big high where we're talking a lot of smack. So we look, we gotta be humble. We gotta stay hungry, and we gotta keep it one step at a time. Well, I've seen a lot of things too where it's like, look, Kentucky shouldn't be this rival game. It shouldn't be like this. Kentucky used to be a warm-up game for Florida. I don't mind it being what it is. It's exciting that now Kentucky is good and it's not just a walkover game because, look, I like the close games. I enjoy for games to be tight. You know what I mean? Like that whole thing, like, playing like a Vanderbilt every weekend, that's exhausting. Chad, welcome to the family, baby. Let's go, man. I love it. You guys are awesome. We're rolling today, baby.
Adam to the Ducks.
Okay, let's see here. Hold on.
Look, I think 90 might be a realistic score if it's a basketball game. That's possible.
That is true. We got a few. Connor Griffith's got a super chat. Says, 49, I love the content and dedication. Appreciate it, baby. I love it, man. Thank you. Thank you for the. Chris always says, fired the fuck up. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What's up, dog? I think there's one more super chat unless that was it. Chris says, Justin, if you're here to troll, you got to post it in the super
welcome
chat.
Back in, brother. Good to see you again.
That is true. That is true, Justin. You got to show love for the fam. Daniel, our Dogs fan, at least he shows some love within the super chat. Oh shit, Daniel in the house put up Dominic became, that's his member. That is his membership. Let me see here. I want to read your guys' 2-year membership things. I'm missing it. Adam Lindell, what's going on, man? Imagine being a basketball school and sucking every year.
we got Dominic, who hit his
3 years, 3 months.
3 months.
He's talking some smack there. All right, you guys rock and roll here. I love it. Bradley Stewart became a member. My goodness, you guys are on a roll. You guys are playing games this afternoon. We're cruising. We're up to another 10 members tonight. You guys are awesome. I love it. Love the support. You guys are absolutely incredible. We're also going to do another giveaway on Sunday. For that one, what I'm going to do is we're going to give away high top merch for that one. And what I'm going to do is, because we have people that have been members for a long time, for 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, etc. We're going to give the guys that have been memberships for a little bit longer an extra duck in the race to show them some love for their continuous support. So make sure you guys tune in for the Sunday show after we whip that Kentucky's ass come Sunday. So I love it.
I think we got a shot against bye week coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, Florida State, you guys are playing bye?
Yeah, about bye week. It's a big game.
Yeah, absolutely. Game. So look, So kind of wrapping up Florida versus Kentucky. I feel good about I feel good about Florida this week. The biggest thing to me is managing the success from week 1. How do you come in and stay composed, not get too ahead of yourself, right? How do we not start counting the chickens before they hatch? That's going to be the mindset this week. Kentucky is coming in with a lot of blunders on the offensive side of things, having some depth issues. Again, all that is noise that could, in a sense, benefit Kentucky, because now you're kind of coming in as the underdog, as before you probably were favored to be the champ in the SEC East. So could it be a game? Could it be a chess game that Kentucky's planning to get in our head? I don't know. I doubt it, obviously, but we'll see. We'll see how that works out. And we got a super chat from Justice Henderson, our Kentucky fan. If the collective IQ of everyone in the swamp was the points Florida scored, you guys might have a chance. That was good. All right, that was okay. I appreciate the shit talking. I'm here for it. I love it. You guys are a good time. Another member, Steven. Who's that? Steven Petrillo? Steven Petrillo, my man. Let's go,
What's
baby.
up, man?
The Piss Missiles are alive tonight, boys and girls. The juices are flowing, and we're rocking and rolling. So I absolutely love it. But again, Florida versus Kentucky. It's Hey Kentucky week. And then next week we move to USF. UFS is going to be a big week, because that's going to be a week where I feel like the second and 3 guys, they're going to get an opportunity to play. Lorenzo's probably going to be seen more often. We might get to see a chance to see Jack. I'm saying this because I'm hoping for a successful game that week, right? That's going to be big for us. And then we roll right into Tennessee, which is going to be a huge one. Rolling into Tennessee is going to be big. Not trying to get ahead of ourselves, but what I am pointing out is that Billy is having to face every level of adversity very soon, right? Week 1, you're the underdog. You're going up against a lot. Week 2, you're now the favorite. You're the man. You're coming in on a high. Week 3, you have to manage. Okay, week 3 is a big week, because now you're getting prepared. You can utilize this week to rest some guys, but also build on your depth. And then week 4, you're going into a pretty Rocky Top type of house, which is going to be another big game, because I imagine Tennessee will be ranked at that time. Or are they ranked now? I don't think they're ranked now.
I don't believe so.
No, I think they're on the outside looking in with Florida State. But they're probably going to be ranked then. And so, again...
Oh, they are. They're 24th.
They are ranked. Okay, so yeah. Ranked Tennessee, probably more than likely come week 4. So, again, these first 4 weeks we talked about, it could be... It's gonna set the success up for the rest of the year. We have a few super chats here because you guys are the bomb, obviously. Gator versus anybody. Says FSU on upset alert this weekend. Big matchup against the infamous bye. I wouldn't be surprised if FSU came out 2-1. I wouldn't be shocked.
Wouldn't be shocked. I mean, look, it'd be as stupid as trying to run a toss play on the 1-yard line when you've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket and only about a minute and a half left to burn. I mean, look, who would do something so stupid?
Not FSU.
Right?
Not me.
Not us.
Not us. Who would have thought? Dominic here says, love this, fam. Y'all keep it up and keep grinding. Y'all came a long way, and it's going to keep getting bigger. Go Gators. We busting ugly Saturdays. We busting uglies, boys. His balls are touching balls, and, nuts are touching nuts. Let's get it, baby. I love it.
John Wilcox. John Wilcox with the swing back. My goodness, John Wilcox has laid a haymaker, ladies and gentlemen.
Go ahead, Steve.
Super chat from John Wilcox. If Kentucky fans scored as many points as they have teeth, they'd have a field goal.
I love it, boys. Let's go.
Don't make money.
Hey, real quick.
Boy.
How about them Gators?
Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go. We have less teeth so we can slay your mom's giant. I love it. You guys are awesome. You guys are an absolute hoot.
If we get a sighting from North Florida white trash in here, I think that may be
Adam Lindell. Any new depth chart? Yeah, we already went over the depth chart. The biggest change was Lorenzo is now on the depth chart. The only big thing that we really saw there. You guys are saying 24th. Another super chat from Tim Lombardi. What's up, Timmy? We miss you every now and then, man. Love this place. Proud to have earned my Red Wings. Go Gators. Absolutely, man. Glad that you earned your Red Wings as well, big dog. Welcome. Way to be part of the family and the Pigskin family. You guys are incredible. All right, we're going to do the pick'ems for this week coming up, and then it's going to be giveaway time for the Gator tickets, boys and girls, for our members, which has increased tremendously over the past 45 minutes here, which is awesome.
It's gonna be a duck fight.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's going to be an absolute duck fight. It's going to be insane. All right, so let's go over to Pick'ems. Steve has all the numbers here. This was what Steve was homeworked with. So here we go with a little bit of Pick'ems. Let me go ahead and get the photos picked up. All right, Steve. Guys, boys and girls, go to my bookie. We're going to give you the Pick'ems right now. Oh, real quick. Steve is 2-4 going back to last week. I am 3-3. So King says king. I am disappointed in my performance last week. I'm not going to even brag. I am beating Steve. I'm surprised that I am beating Steve, to be honest with you. I know you took a lot of covers when they didn't cover. I think that was your biggest thing, Steve. I won the Arkansas game, the Florida game, and the USC over Rice game. But I'm disappointed. I'm frustrated. I'm coming back with vengeance this week. So if you guys like to bet and make some cash, I'm feeling pretty good about myself this week. So go to my bookie, use the code HIGHTOP. Helps us out a lot to keep this relationship alive. And again, it's just free money for you guys. Go check that out. Steve, bring it, baby. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Game 1, Alabama at Texas. The opening line, Alabama -19.
At Bama?
No, at Texas.
At Texas. Bama's favored by 19, so we'll say
number 1 Bama versus. So we call it 20, and then but you're talking about an unranked Texas.
No, Texas is ranked now, I believe.
I mean, unless they snuck in there from the last time I looked, but
okay.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like we took.
What's your call? Go ahead, make the pick.
I'm going to say Bama at home. Well, yeah, it is Bama home.
That's what I thought. Bama to cover?
Yeah. 55-0. The troops of Bama were up 41-0 at halftime, so that's insane.
I am taking Bama to cover if it's a money bet, hoping that they don't cover, because if Bama does not cover, Texas is going to be scary, and Bama may not be the powerhouse that we all think they are. But I don't think that's the case. So I think they cover. I know they cover.
No, it is at Texas. It is at Texas. I knew I was right.
Oh, geez. I still think they cover. Matter. I still think they cover.
Yeah, I agree. The Bama is just on a mission right now, and after last year, that's a team that you'd never want to chip on their shoulder, and Saban's good at creating those for teams. All right, so we've got Bama over Texas. Let's go Tennessee at Pittsburgh.
Tennessee at Pitt. Okay.
Yeah. What's the opening line right now? Tennessee -6.
Tennessee is -6. Their favorite. I'm taking Pitt in that game.
Yes.
Pitt looked ugly against West Virginia, but I'm not sold on the Tennessee. Where's it at?
It's in Pitt.
It's in Pitt. I'm taking Pitt.
I'm taking Pitt. I'm not going to lie. Look, Pitt had a much tougher week 1 opponent. I mean, they squeaked it out in kind of an ugly game, but Tennessee got a warm-up game at Ball State, so.
That's my point. Drew Miller, welcome to the family, my man. Let's go, baby. The Pigskins are flying high today. I love it. Yeah. So I'm taking Pitt absolutely all day, every day.
Pitt with you on that.
I mean, screw Tennessee.
Yeah,
screw
absolutely.
Tennessee.
That's my other favorite thing to. All right, so we've got. Let's go ahead and just hit the nail on the head here. We got Kentucky at Florida. The line on this game is Florida negative 5.5. 5.5. That's not even a touchdown
all day.
spread. Like all day. That's the easiest one.
It's a shoe in. I'm 3-0 right now, boys. 3-0. I mean, if you're not booking these bets, what are you doing? Right? Shoe in.
All right, now it's going to get a little dicey though. Now we're going to get into the weeds here a little bit. Number 9 Baylor at number 21 BYU. The opening line, BYU negative 2.5.
All right, hold on. Let's go. Hold on, real quick though. I got a few people in the chat. They say I got UT covers. Pitt is dog shit. So we got the chat saying Tennessee covers, Bama covers. Okay. Let's see here. Tennessee. A lot of people by Tennessee. There's a few Pitts. Got Kevin Nelson, Pitt by 10. Tennessee can't count the high from Justin. Justin also said Kentucky by 90. Pitt by 3. Okay, so it's pretty 50-50. I can't say that it's one way. Give me Tennessee by 3. Florida minus 28. Okay, I think I'm still going with Pitt. I think we're all in agreement on Pitt. And I'm taking Florida as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that one's a lay down. I think that's probably a
okay. Go. What was game. The Baylor and BYU? Can you give me that one again? Sorry.
Yep. Number 9 Baylor at number 21 BYU. BYU giving 2.5.
Oh, that's a Baylor pick all day long. That's crazy that it's that close. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be like 7, make it tough, but I think that's a shoe in for Baylor. Baylor. I think I picked Baylor to be in the Final Four. Was my pick this week, or this past 2 shows ago.
I believe so. Yeah, when we were talking about the Desmond idiocy.
Yeah, I got Baylor over BYU with the 2. They went by a touchdown.
BYU does have a little bit of a home field advantage because they pack that house. But I like Baylor number 9. They'll cover the 2.5. So I'll take Baylor as well.
Okay,
I like that.
We're on the same wavelength. This is ridiculous.
We really are. We're staying out of the West Coast with this one. We got number 10 USC at Stanford. USC negative 10.5.
I saw 7. Okay, that's fine. What do you want? USC negative 10. What do you want? Where's the game? I think it's at Stanford. I want to say last year was at USC Stanford. And they won.
Correct.
Okay. What do you got?
I think USC has a lot to prove, especially with their new coach. I think they go out there and they can cover the 10.5.
I agree. I think USC rolls. I'm telling you, it's USC's year to lose. 100%.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, let's get back over into football that matters. South Carolina at Arkansas.
Okay.
At Arkansas.
Good game.
Arkansas is giving 8.5 after a good Cincinnati win. So
really?
At Arkansas. Yeah, and Arkansas is favored by 8.5.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like they're the better team. I feel like they're really just the better team. South Carolina's got Rattler, but I just don't know if that guy is really going to turn out to be I don't think his talent level matches his name recognition. But Arkansas just never wins pretty. You know what? I'll take the 8.5. I'm going to go South Carolina at Arkansas. I'll take South Carolina on that.
Really? Okay, I'm going to take Arkansas. I think Spencer Rattler's trash, and I think this is I've said it since the beginning, and I'm sticking to my guns. And I think Arkansas rolls. I mean, they had a tough game against Cincinnati this first week. It was close. It was a good game, but I think they roll South Carolina. Absolutely just roll them. Real quick, super chat from Drew Miller says, taking my son to his first Gator game Saturday. Let's go, baby. I'll be there.
Oh, congratulations.
I will be there Saturday. Steve is taking the week off, but I will be there. We're going to walk around. We're going to interview the fans and chit-chat with you guys and get some content from the Gator fans themselves. And maybe some Kentucky fans if there's a few of you out there looming around. I don't shy away from the hate. So we got a few Stanfords.
I love how that works.
we got a few Stanford picks in here. Kevin Curley, Q Lee, Stanford by 3.
What do they know?
We'll see Arkansas. Bradley saying SSCU. Okay. Zach, miss you guys. Love this channel. Best Florida FSU channel ever. Couldn't agree more, Zach. What's going on, big dog? Ark, we got another Ark there. Let's see. Arkansas by 10. I see Q Lee. Just give me a little warthog here. Appreciate that.
Bork looks confident with Arkansas.
Yep. Cody Phillips says Rattler's hot garbage. Glad we're all on the same page. South Carolina for Kevin McCurley on there. Can't believe Arkansas isn't favored by more. I think that's a little high. I think it's a little disrespectful to South Carolina, but maybe I'm wrong. If they come out and blow them out, then I'll agree with you. $5 for the man, Tim Lombardi, baby. Let's go. Where are you going to be at the Kentucky game, Sheldon? I don't really have a spot yet. I'm sure I'll be by the mortgage firm again, Chris Dorn Mortgage, so you guys can see that on the post. I'll be around that area again, but I'm gonna be floating. If I find a spot, I'll post it on the YouTube channel. Say, hey, we're gonna sit here for the next hour. We're gonna hang out. Come see us. But we're kind of just gonna be hanging out, chit chat, and trying to meet as many people as we possibly can. So you'll see us. I mean, that's what I look like this.
you can't miss that glowing ginger beard in the beautiful Florida sun. Like, just can't miss it.
Yeah, we got to meet up, Cam Bishop. Cam, are you going to be at the 252 spot? I'll come by there again, big dog. All right, what else we got?
That's what we were going to see last week.
We wasn't there.
We just saw an empty 252 spot. All right. Let's see. Moving on, we have Missouri at Kansas State. Two old Big 12 rivals that are meeting.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Missouri at Kansas State.
Yep, Kansas State is giving 7.5.
Say that again.
Kansas State is giving 7.5, so they're favored by 7.5 points
against Mizzou.
Against Mizzou.
What do you want? I'll go. You want to go? You go.
You go. No, I went first last time. You go.
I'm going to take Mizzou. I gotta have some love for Mizzou. I kind of roasted them in the little skit that I did, but I gotta go for the SEC here. They gotta beat Kansas State University, right? There's no way. I got Bradley Stewart with KSU. There's no way. I'd be devastated. 7 points. You're giving 7 to Mizzou. 7 against Mizzou, right?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Kansas, 7.5.
The chat saying K-State. What do you got?
Yeah, I know nothing about either one of these teams. I was a huge fan of Bill Snyder when he was at K-State. So
all KSU's in the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go K-State.
One Mizzou.
At home.
One Mizzou.
7.5 points. K-State.
Peanut Roll Tide over here talking shit. We got some Bama love. Good. Glad to see that's in here.
What's up, guys? All right,
up,
let's move on to a game with a little less excitement, but I still think it's going to be a good game. We got Western Michigan at Ball State, who we just watched.
I happen to watch both of these games.
Yeah, you talked about this a little bit on the precast.
Yeah, I happen to watch both these teams. What's the spread on that game?
Western Michigan -6.5.
Are you sure? I thought Ball State was favored. Because it's in Ball State, right?
It is in Ball State. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that's it because I copy and pasted it out of.
You're saying that Michigan State's favored by 6, correct?
Western Michigan.
You're right. Western Michigan's favored by 6.5. You're right. That's my bad. Yep. I still take Western Michigan. They're gonna roll Ball State. Western Michigan looked good. Michigan looked good against Michigan State. I thought they were gonna get the W there for a minute. Oh, we got a Ball State in the chat. No, I got Western Michigan. I'm feeling undefeated this week, boys. I feel like the KSU game might be my only loss, but I'm feeling good about that one. I'm feeling pretty hot on my picks right now.
All right, well, we're in agreement on that one. Look, we have one of the ugliest rivalry games in college football in all of week 2 of the season. We have Iowa State at Iowa.
This is usually a fun game, but Iowa was just. So I've got a buddy that goes to Iowa, one of my favorite people ever, and then I've got a few people that went to Iowa State that I know from some players. This is a tough one for me. Is it in Iowa? What's the cover?
It's at Iowa, and Iowa is giving 3.5.
I'll take Iowa.
-3.5.
I'll take Iowa.
Yeah, me too. My dad grew up in Iowa, and he hated Iowa State. Their colors look like McDonald's University, so I'm going to take Iowa.
Okay, we got a lot of the same picks, but we got a few deciding factors. The KSU one's going to be a good one. That's going to be fun to see. Yep. A lot of Iowas, a lot of Western Michigan. I saw one Ball State. Nelson says Iowa's trash. I mean, they are trash, but that's more of like a heart pick for me. Western Michigan, high power offense. Iowa. Okay, a couple more Iowas. Okay, glad to see we've got a few Iowas in there. Iowa State wins by 1. That wouldn't be good. That would not be what we needed.
It would literally be 1-0. And I know that's not possible, but still.
Scott says ISU. Iowa's football is set back 100 years. Okay.
All right.
Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, great show this afternoon. Excited for week 1 against Kentucky. We are now going to hop over to none other than the infamous duck race for our members, where we are giving out 2 Gator tickets for the coming games. There's like a choice you get to pick out of the few games. We'll get into all that nonsense here, but we got $2 from the man John Wilcox. Iowa will score 28, 2 field goals, and 11 safeties. Okay, that's fair. Fair.
And that game wouldn't surprise me.
Fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment we've all been waiting for, probably the most anticipated thing on the internet, that being the infamous duck race.
That's the only reason I'm here.
Look how many ducks there are, Steve. Like, this is insane. We're run out of room. I can't read the ducks anymore. We've got a hard hat duck. I've got a 15-second. We usually do 10. I felt like this is a big one. We're giving away Gator tickets, boys and girls. Right? I mean, this has got to be a big one here.
Yeah.
There's a panda duck. There looks like there's a Ninja Turtle duck. I can't even see the ducks. Yeah, before we could see every duck, but now the members are just bumping, which we love, and it's going to be a good one. All right. So, for those of you that are new or joining here, this is for our members. We are doing a giveaway for 2 tickets. We've got 70+ ducks on the line right now, ready to rock and roll. I hope you stretched out your duck. Gator Gang says the duck race is rigged. Some of them are ducking juice. Gator Gang, you won like one of the first duck races, so I don't want to hear it. You won like the first one we ever did. I don't want to hear nothing from you. Tim Lombardi says he's feeling his ducky. All right, boys, I got to hit the music because that's what we do around here.
Let's get pumped.
I am joined. Am I in the race? Let me see. Drew, yes, I added you, Drew. Drew Miller, I added your last minute ad, but I added you, and everyone that has became a member this afternoon, I added you. You're in it. Boys and girls, put your seatbelt on. It is the duck race. Time has arrived. On your marks. Get set. Go.
Duck.
Here we go, and they're off. Oh, we have a tight one here. Gator Gang 2022 has an early lead. Oh, we got a Mohawk duck coming out of nowhere. It's a Devil Dog Gator. Just out of nowhere. Just came from the back. Oh, my goodness. You have to be kidding me. Out of nowhere, I saw the Mohawk flying through the ducks there.
The Mohawk in the lineup.
That is incredible. I want to say Devil Dog is in the chat, so he'll be in the Discord later. Unbelievable. Congratulations to Devil Dog Gator for winning your... I want to redo already. I love it. I love it. Congratulations, Devil Dog, for winning 2 Gator tickets. Again, click go. Suspense is killing me. You guys are incredible, as always, for becoming members and being part of this family. Because again, we wouldn't be able to do fun stuff like this without you guys. So, I love it. That was a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We love doing that. Look, now if we don't hear from Devil Dog Gator, we'll do another giveaway. But I'm pretty sure he's in the chat. So we should be able to hear from him if I'm not mistaken. Check the duck for roids. The ducks get buck wild in there, boys. I don't know if you guys saw though. I want to talk about this for a quick second here. The ducks quacking in my ear. Let me see. Old Mullen's been trolling. Okay, so before this weekend, he put Utah in his Final Four. Now he did say that he had Anthony as a dark horse for winning the Heisman, but he had Utah in his Final Four for winning the Final Four in the playoffs. After this week, he put Georgia in his Final Four and for Georgia to win it all. I didn't realize we could change our Final Four week by week. That would have been some huge information. That would have been some handy information that I would have known beforehand. But for the fact that he just keeps, I wouldn't be surprised if we beat Kentucky, he picks Kentucky to win. You know what I mean? Like, like what are we doing here, Mullen? Like you're like a 15-year-old petty chick. Like stop, just stop, Dan. Like for the fact that guy has a job is beyond me. The guy's a tool bag, but. Guy's crazy.
Maybe you and I, every week when we come on, we should just do a new top 4 college football pick'em to see who goes into the playoffs. We'll just watch the games, and then we'll change our picks every week. And then lo and behold, by the end of the year, we'll be 100% right.
We won't be wrong. Real quick, Chris Sorley says, yo, what's this soundtrack / band? I don't know. It's from YouTube. It's the YouTube soundtrack. I've had it forever. I don't know what the band or song is, man. I could try to figure out who it is. It's off like it's like the free music from YouTube that they allow you to use, so you can't get hit with copyright. I'll try to find it and send it to you if I can, Bubba. What's funny here, Mr. Nobody says Devil Dog has BDE, Big Duck Energy. I don't know if he's been here since the beginning or not, but before we became High Top Sports, the channel was named BDE for Big Dick Energy. That was what Steve and I, welcome Scott, just subscribe. But we obviously changed it to High Top. We felt that it was a little bit more, user-friendly than BDE, but it's funny that you say that there.
You brought that out. You brought that back out. We love it. We were talking about that a little bit on the precast. Not only have we grown the family, grown the channel, and had a great time doing it, but we started out as a couple of knuckleheads on a BDE channel.
We still are. We still are. We still are. Let's not get it twisted. Real quick, Kevin McCurley says, my duck puked red Gatorade. I love it.
Well,
some of these ducks had cramps like the Utah players. That's good stuff.
Oh,
Justin says Mullen is my favorite coach. I'm sure he is, Justin. Let's do another race for fun. Adam Lindell. I'm down with that. You want to do another fun race, Steve? I'll reset the ducks.
Oh, I'm always down for a duck race, baby.
Just for a good time. I think I closed it out, actually. I think I did. I don't have it. It's going to take me too long to get all the names in there. Dang it. Sorry, guys. I would have. I love the duck race. It's a high energy race. I don't have them, though.
It's popping. It's popping.
Yeah, it is. It is. Go listen to Urban Meyer's talk today. Mullen gave him Richardson's scouting report and knew he was an all-star.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's a shame Mullen didn't know that, but I guess.
No, he said Mullen did say that. That duck ran like Lorenzo. I love it.
That's beautiful.
All right,
yeah,
boys.
That's a good point. Caitlin, she mentioned if you download Shazam on your phone, you can play the song, have Shazam listen to it, and it'll tell you who it is. That's it.
Here's what I'm gonna do. So Justin brought up something. He goes, need a stream during the game so I can talk face while we whoop that ass. So I considered streaming live during the Utah game. It's a bit exhausting, I would think. And that's why I went live after the fact. I'm gonna put a poll up after this. Should I go live during the Gator game versus Kentucky? And we'll see how that.
If that's the case, I can jump on with you and we can do that together.
Yeah, you can just be from the cribbo, and we can have you. And you can kind of keep it rolling while I'm running around like a madman.
That's the other thing. The Utah game being a live watch is that would have been a difficult game to do. I certainly couldn't have done it for LSU. It's the first big game for FSU in a while, and obviously that was a huge game for Florida. I don't know if I would have been able to even sit here and be composed enough to entertain you folks, but yeah, for sure. Like if you want to do a live stream, I'll hop on for that on Saturday.
All right, good stuff.
Kentucky's an easier game to watch.
Yeah, it might be a little bit less stressful. So, really quick, guys, all that became members this afternoon, check the members page. You'll should be able to see a Discord link there. Let me know if it works. That's first. Second, go down a little bit, and I can probably add the link again. But there's a link for you to send me your information, your email address, your address. You don't have to put it in there. I like for you guys to put it in there because sometimes we send out gifts to certain people. So put that in there, something about you, so we can get to know you guys a little bit better. We like to become closer with our members. So check those two things out. It's going to be in the member tab. You'll see it. The Discord is more of just like a frat house. We just kind of hang out and chit chat. There isn't, we just have a good time, and you guys get to chat to us throughout the day and throughout the week. And some of those guys are in there. They're great. They can provide information for us as well. So look, and they're saying do a play-by-play. I'll definitely see what I can do here. And Daniel D says super chat really quick here says, which of you guys rigged the race? I was supposed to win. That was Steve. Steve rigged it.
That was 100% me. My fault.
Was it me?
I weighed down the other ducks. I let one duck just take this thing to the house.
Yeah. Gator 15, Viami Artillery. He came during the West Virginia Pitts game. We watched that game together. Steve, won't you get too pissy if Florida wins? J Money became a member. Welcome, J Money. Welcome to become a member, man. You're a little late. You missed the race, Bubba. But appreciate you becoming a member. Absolutely Shout and Go live. Would be comedy. Maybe. All right, now I might have to.
Oh, boy.
All right. Pimp and Patty says, I'll fix your link. Pimp and Patty, please email me. Let's get together. Let's fix this Discord thing. Let's make it even better than what it is. If you guys want some merch, some high top merch, We've got some cool Beat Utah stuff in there. We're going to work on a Beat Tennessee shirt next. Beat Kentucky, we don't have enough time to have it created. That's on us for not being prepared. But Beat Tennessee shirts, we're going to have those made. Working on Piss Missile shirts, but links in the description. Go check it out, hightopsports.com. It's right down there. You'll see it. Check it out. We got some cool Billy Napier gear in there. Just basic high top like Steve's wearing right now. He's rocking his high top shirt. And hats, ladies and gentlemen, high top sports hats that look like this, the same kind of style, will be here next week. I'm hearing Wednesday is the rumor on the streets that the hats will be here Wednesday, which I am literally just butt cheeks happy for that. So we'll be posting those bad boys. There is a pre-order button for the hats. We only have so many. We only have like 20 hats, 24 hats of each color. There's only 2 colors, so we don't have many hats. They're gonna go. I'm hoping they go quickly. Hopefully you guys love them. Also, to you guys are showing some love for this skit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Are you doing that every week? I plan to do that. You guys loved it. You guys enjoyed it, so I will definitely be doing more skits of that. So, as always, guys, thank you for stopping by today. We go live every Wednesday at 8:35 for our new members and new subscribers. We will be going live on Sunday. That time is going to vary, especially with football season upon us. I'm thinking we're going to do earlier rather than the 3 o'clock because that's right in the middle of football, NFL, and we don't want to, be taking your eyes off of your fantasy football team. Which, speaking of, our fantasy football team for our members starts tomorrow. We have a fantasy football league for our members.
Make sure anybody in a fantasy football league, guys. It's the NFL games are going to sneak up on you. Make sure you got your roster set. Make sure you've done your research. Kickoff of the NFL season is tomorrow.
Yes, I'm excited. I love it. It's a good time. So, you guys, we will see you probably Saturday live, either during the show or at halftime. We'll figure it out. Maybe at halftime, we'll kind of warm it up because I like to watch the game, and I'm not going to be able to talk and do everything if I'm watching the game. But you guys rock as always. Thank you to all the new members. Shout out to Devil Gator for winning those Gator tickets. Again, see you guys Saturday, Sunday. Keep your eyes peeled. Subscribe, turn the bell on, drop a like. Until next time, I'm Shelton.
And I'm Holly.
Boogity, 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 baby. See ya.
How about them Gators?